There are a bunch of other things going on in the world of movie and TV news that we don't have time to talk about in depth, but we want to make sure you guys are at least caught up. So that's why we do this little segment called In Other News. First up, Emma Darcy is stepping away from the Dragons of Westeros for a very personal new project. The House of the Dragon star has been cast to lead a cancer drama titled Last Train Home. The project is being directed by Jesse Gutch and is deeply rooted in Gutch's own real-life experience living with an incurable cancer diagnosis. Darcy will play Eve, a woman who reconnects with a childhood friend while navigating the heavy emotional landscape of facing mortality. Reported by Variety, the project is being described as a quiet, intimate look at human connection and the weight of a terminal illness, marking a significant dramatic shift for Darcy. Next up, we have some disappointing news for fans of Allison Brie. Her highly anticipated pilot, Witness Protection, is officially dead at FX. The project was originally developed with the help of The Sopranos creator David Chase. The series was set to star Allison Brie as a high-end Washington, D.C. madam who turns on her partner and enters the Witness Protection program in a small town in Maine. Unfortunately, despite the star power and the high-profile creative team, sources like Deadline have confirmed that the network decided not to move forward with a full series order. Now, while the project did get shelved, Brie is still really busy. Don't forget she's got that Masters of the Universe film coming up, and I personally cannot wait to see her play Evelyn. Next up, Quentin Tarantino has officially revealed his next project, and as expected, it's not a movie, at least not yet. He's heading to London's West End to write and direct a new stage play called The Popinjay Cavalier. Now, the play is being described as a swashbuckling comedy set in 1830s Europe. The play is a massive pivot after Tarantino famously scrapped his 10th film, The Movie Critic. Now, according to The Hollywood Reporter, the production is slated for early 2027. Now, here's where the two worlds could collide. Tarantino has hinted that if the play is a smash hit, and that's a big if, it could potentially evolve into his final cinematic film. But for now, it's all about the live stage. Next up, hey Voltron fans, the wait for a live-action update is finally over. Sort of. Anyway, Amazon MGM Studios has officially set a release window of 2027 for the big-budget adaptation of Voltron. Directed by Ross and Marshall Thurber, the film features a powerhouse cast including my boy Henry Cavill, along with Sterling K. Brown, who is awesome in Paradise, by the way. He's playing the villainous Zarkon. Reports from Superhero Hype have indicated that production wrapped in Australia back in 2025, and the film is now in a massive 2-year post-production phase for the legendary robot lions. Now, this is great and everything, but to me it's still absolutely disgusting that this is getting dumped on streaming and not getting the theatrical release that they originally promised. But hey, at least now we know what year it's coming out in. Next up, horror icon James Wan is returning to the director's chair, but this time for a gritty crime thriller. He's been set to helm an English-language remake of the acclaimed South Korean hit The Gangster, the Cop, the Devil for Paramount Pictures. The story follows an unlikely alliance between a crime boss and a police officer who team up to hunt down a serial killer. In a huge win for fans of the original, Don Lee is officially reprising his role as the gangster for the American version. Now, the film is being backed up by a script by John Wick writer Shay Hatton and promises to bring the high-octane energy of Korean action cinema to the global audience. And finally, Cameron Diaz's Hollywood comeback is officially in full swing with a new romantic comedy at Amazon MGM Studios. The untitled project, which stars Diaz alongside director and co-star Stephen Marchant, has added a bunch of talent to its supporting cast, including Fabrizio Guido and Lisa Gilroy. So here's how it's being described. The plot follows a British workaholic who needs a quote-unquote spouse for appearance to keep his job at a luxury hotel, and he strikes a deal with Cameron Diaz's character, a struggling stand-up comedian who desperately needs health insurance. Interestingly, this marks Diaz's first true romantic comedy in over a decade, and fans are excited to see her return to the genre that made her a superstar. Something About Mary, Best Friend's Wedding are two of my favorites of the genre, so it's really nice to see her coming back to it. And that'll do it for In Other News. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You know, March is a time when we celebrate the women in our lives and recognize everything they carry every single day. Women often take on a lot, and sometimes their own well-being gets pushed to the side. And it's a great reminder of how much women give to the people in their lives. So this month is a great time to pause and reflect on the roles that you carry and the pressures that can come with them. Therapy can be a helpful space to work through those challenges, create balances, and set healthy boundaries so you can take care of yourself too. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp connects people with licensed therapists who follow a strict code of conduct. With over 30,000 therapists and more than 6 million people served worldwide, BetterHelp has an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for live sessions based on 1.7 million client reviews. They also match you with a therapist based on a short questionnaire, and if your first match isn't the right fit, you can switch to another from their recommendations. Your emotional well-being matters. Find support and feel lighter in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's betterhelp.com/Campea. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.